Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here on Grown Man Record Night. Another glorious Friday evening. Hang on a second. Let me get my business on here. This is a real deal. It's another Grown Man Record Night. We're celebrating another Friday night, another great week. What a bonkers week. Crazy week in the music world. And I got my garb on here celebrating the life of George Jones, man. He passed today. And that's just a damn shame. What a great musician. Pioneer in the country music world. And we're gonna miss old George Jones, man. And that's me and the cameraman both were like, oh, you got a George Jones record, and I got a George Jones record. One of us has a George Jones record, and I'm not sure which one of us it is, but we looked and couldn't find it, and we were going to hold it up and tell all about it and do the regular.
All I can say about that is don't rock the jukebox.
Don't rock the jukebox. Old George Boys and the Jones Boys.
My heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, so we were going to do that. God almighty. These glasses, let me tell you something, folks. I don't know where these glasses came from. They're like aviator jobs. They're the darkest glasses. Am I right? I'm not just shooting you a line here. These are the darkest damn glasses I've ever worn. It's terrible. They're terrible, but they look cool. They look cool.
They do the job.
Yeah, I tell you what, we lost another musician this week.
That's why I passed.
We had another passing. And I hate where we do these passings, but I tell you what, at least with an avenue like here on Grown Man Record Night, we have an avenue for celebrating the life of musicians and whatnot. We can play some of their records and talk about them, and sometimes it's people that hadn't been talked about in a little while until they die, and that's a shame because some of them make some great music. And another one of those, other than George Jones and our imaginary vinyl that we're holding up, so whatever. Richie Havens, man. Richie Havens passed, and Richie Havens is known for the most part. His biggest legacy was he opened up Woodstock. He started the whole job off. He got in there and First act. Number one.
He did it too, didn't he?
Numero uno, Richie Havens. And so Cameraman's got this record. Do you know anything about this record?
Well, you want to know how I know that?
How do you know this record?
How I know about Richie Havens?
How do you know about it?
Before I know anything about anything else.
Tell me about it.
I went to a library sale.
Library?
Your local public library.
We're going to talk about the library coming up a little bit too, folks.
Your local public library needs funds every now and then, and you can go up there and you can buy records that people donate. Yeah, sure, the library gets them for free and they charge you 50 cents.
Oh, you got this at the library?
Yeah, that's a library sale book.
Okay. Well, we got a lot of library.
It's special. It's special.
Yeah, we got a bunch of special library records to talk about coming up. Speaking of which, I didn't realize that's where you picked this up. This is the Alarm Clock album.
68 or 69.
68 or 69, Cameraman says.
For sure.
On Stormy Forest. Wow. It's a great album. We listened to it not too long ago, even before he passed. And this is a great record, man. It's kind of chill, laid back. Old Stormy Forest label. That's a cool. Let's show off that cover a little bit. I'll tell you as we're talking about those, it ain't no longer with us. And we hate to hear that. You know what I mean? But no better way to send off Richie Havens, and I mean really more appropriately George Jones, because when I think George Jones I think of whiskey liquor. So Cameraman, I tell you what, once you grab you one of these, got one of these whiskeys here for you, and I got a whiskey poured for me. It's got my name on it. It says Michael. It says Michael right on there.
What kind of whiskey is this?
This is at Jim Beam, Red Stag.
Oh.
Yeah. So with this, we say goodbye to Richie Havens and George Jones, and we appreciate the music, folks. And thanks for enlightening our lives with that music that you made, that you wrote down on the tape, so that we could listen to it on record albums. So we appreciate you. And we'll see you next time around. Ah. Okay. That's good business, man. So on to happier things. On to happier things, we got some cool, hey, we're thinking about improving the show here coming up. We've always been thinking this, doing a multi-camera shoot. Now, typically with Ustream, what the deal is, man, I wasn't going to smoke one of these. I'm going to smoke a Black and Mild. Do you want one of those?
Yeah.
How about opening that window for me over there?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. We got somebody coming in the door. It's about the same time girlfriend came in last week on the show, wasn't it?
Here, I'll tell you what. I'll open that window.
Yeah, go on that window. So, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, we've always been thinking about improving the show here. And
multiple cameras?
No, that was loud. Yeah, we wanted to do multiple cameras. The thing is, Ustream charges you for that type of privilege. I put a B in that word for some reason. So, I always thought, well, the workaround of this problem would be to get one of the video switchers that you would plug your Xbox or whatever in your VCR, and who uses one of those, and a DVD player and whatnot for old school TVs, and it's a little switcher box, ka-chonka, ka-chonka, ka-chonka. So we'll plug 2 cameras into one of those, and we've just been on the lookout. I told cameraman, just take a peek into pawn shops, thrift stores, whatnot, and eventually we'll run into a real cheapo, hey girlfriend, and a real cheapo camera, and lo and behold, cameraman, speaking of which, ran into a 1990 model video camera in a Goodwill today. It's a Panasonic PV602, and folks, let me tell you, this records right onto regular VHS tapes. The big guys, not the ones you fit inside no, full-size VHS tapes. This is what this records on. We're not going to be doing any recording, so we're probably going to set this up for a separate camera. I mean, it's gonna work. It'll still look better than webcams nowadays, and that's the cool thing. Get a little. Let's show that off a little bit. Is that plugged in? I won't unplug it, so you can show it off. It came with a power supply, and I'll tell you,
look, it's ambidextrous.
It's ambidextrous. So, I'll tell you, one of my tips for people looking into Ustream and live stream broadcasting is your camera. I purchased a device so that I was able to run my good camera as my main camera, and not one of those bullshit webcams, because they're cool.
The true difference?
Yeah.
The glass, right?
The glass. You need a nice piece of glass in there, folks. And you're not going to get that from a webcam. Even an HD webcam, I'd rather have a worse SD cam. Cameron throwing beer cans. So, I would rather have a worse, like standard definition webcam with a nice lens on it than I would an HD camera that's all so that's just a little tip for you Ustreamers out there, people that want to do that kind of crap, because now I use a Canon GL1. This is a nice SD camera before HD cameras really came out, and it's a great camera. It looks really good on the air, I think. And now we'll have another 720 by 480 camera to fall in line with that. That's really cool. So, I'm real excited this week in the world of music. One of my favorite bands of all time, Timerson. I gotta take this hat off. It's hurting my head. One of my favorite bands of all time, Boards of Canada. Okay.
BOC.
The BOC, and we're not talking Blue Oyster Cult.
I'd kind of like to have one of them.
So, Boards of Canada has been pretty much inactive for the last, 8 years or so. And, I remember listening to them back in the 90s. And I didn't have any illusions. Their vinyl is like $100 plus. I mean, you'll be lucky to find something for $89. I mean, that'd be like a deal. But it's been a long shot. I really didn't think they were going to make any more music. And lo and behold, you know, we did a lot of talking about Record Store Day, right? And we ran down all the stuff that was coming out. One thing that was unbeknownst to me was I get online, cameraman. I get online Sunday morning, find out that there's a cat in New York City that ends up picking up a Boards of Canada piece of vinyl. Let's go to that first graphic, cameraman. It's the first one, the gentleman holding the record, or a picture of the record in the sleeve, the very first one.
The very first one.
Yeah. So this cat in New York City.
Is this it?
That's it. That's it, baby.
That's the second one,
Perfect.
by the way.
Is it?
I was guessing based on their description.
Okay, yeah.
So I figure sometimes the description is important.
So this cat picked this up in New York City. I can't remember the name of the record store. And, hey, Elizabeth, you can get the dog in if you want, because she's barking about it. So this cat picked up this record, and what it had on it was, it had 20 seconds of audio. That's it. It was like $25. And it was like some music that sounded like Boards of Canada. I mean, it was Boards of Canada. You couldn't argue that. And then it had a number after it. And everybody was like, what? Is it a new album? I mean, after 8 years. I'm a big fan. I mean, for me, this is like somebody said, hey, Kurt Cobain is not really dead. He's alive and been living on an island, and guess what? There's going to be a new Nirvana album, and here you go. That's what it feels like to me. I don't know if you've never listened to Boards of Canada, some cool down-tempo kind of trip-hop, whatever you want to call it. It's just good music, and there's some smart cats, and they make some smart music, and I appreciate that. So let me give you the rundown on where we're at with this, because what this ended up being was, it turned into what's called an ARG, or an alternate reality game, which I wasn't familiar with. But apparently this is something that Nine Inch Nails has used and some other people have used. These little games, the treasure hunts, scavenger hunts that they play online and throughout.
MM-Porgs?
MM-Porgs?
Yeah,
No, different ball game. There's all these clues and codes and things that you have to...
you like handball-wise?
I like handball. I never got that pair of handball sneakers I wanted.
I was going to ask if you got that pair of Asics that you were looking at.
No, they were Adidas.
Oh, what are they?
Handball sneakers.
Started with an A. That's all I remember.
Handball.
Hamball?
So, but anyhow, so the word on the street was there was 6 of these records distributed across the world. The United States got 1. That was the one, and we figured the 6 records, and it had a little from the graphic. Is that record ended? We were just listening to some Gary McFarlane. Some Gary McFarlane. That's some nice grown man bachelor pad music.
Excuse me for passing in front.
Cameraman's passing in front.
I had to.
So now we're listening to some Brick. Got a little funk for you in the background. But, we were told there were these 6 records for Boards of Canada, right? Spread across the world. They all had these numbers on them, and the code. Hey, go back to that original graphic.
The guy?
No, the thing. The same one we did before.
What?
The same graphic that we went to before.
With the
record and the thing. No.
Yeah. The same one. No, wait. Hold on. Are you telling me
the Boards of Canada graphic?
The same graphic.
Yeah, the same graphic.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can do that.
So if you look on the front of this thing,
Right there,
on the Boards of Canada cover there's a series of 6 digits, slashes, and 6 digits. There's 6 of those. So that was the first number. Okay. See, that's a different one though. That's going to something different. It's a different situation.
Which one?
Nope. Back to the camera. Back to the camera. That's premature. Premature
no, it's not.
Modulation. That's premature modulation.
Oh, is this a good opportunity for me to promote my ham radio-based adult programs?
Nope. That's a
that's a
violation. I'll report you.
Do you remember?
I'm a licensed amateur radio professional. I'll report you.
No. It's
I mean, we as amateurs rely on self-reporting.
Okay,
yeah. So anyhow, there was 6 of those records distributed. We thought all those 6 codes was going to fit into the 6 records had 6 different codes that were going to fit on it. No, that was not the situation. So let me just break it down a little bit here. What ended up happening was the second code came via YouTube. This YouTube channel called Atlanta Fusions, which is like a old alchemy name for some guy that wrote some kind of alchemy weird stories. Alchemy, as in like, and there was these little
As in turning lead into gold.
Yep, you got it. So that was the name of the YouTube account. They updated the annotations for Julian Candy video briefly, and for at the One Got Fat. The One Got Fat popped up on the screen. And that referred to a video that was used in the Everything You Do Is a Balloon video. Let's see. At the same time, Boards of Canada updated their favorite video to everything. The BOC updated their favorite video to Everything You Do Is a Balloon. On that fan video, a comment from YouTube account Hell Interface, which is the original name of Boards of Canada.
I read
no. Hang on. Let me get through this. I'm gonna get lost. Okay. You're gonna make me get lost.
I have
I'm lost. I'm already lost.
I have an addendum when you're done.
Okay, so there was this YouTube account called Hell Interface, and which is their original name. It links to a thing called Nuvus Similis Private Video, which you had to click on the annotation to even get to the video. I'm trying to rush through this because this is very complicated. It was a 3-second video of nothing. It was blank. But if you, at the bottom of the YouTube video, if you slid across a little slider guy at the bottom, it was a scene from Little House on the Prairie. So everybody's like, what the WTF? That's what kids say, right? What the WTF?
Totally I know that's what they say.
Is that what they say?
Completely what they say.
Right.
They actually make a point of saying that.
Yeah. But anyhow, at the bottom of this, it contained a link to the 4th video, which is a new message. It was like this video interference, and it played the new message, which was the 2nd number. So it didn't come from records. Okay? Oh. And then so I'm on the IRC channel, and I want to give a shout out to
video interference. That was radio interference.
No, on the screen. That way that was it was video interference.
Sound was totally radio interference. You just do your thing.
Yeah. So I was monitoring this IRC channel, right? And it was it's the Boards of Canada IRC channel, and we're all on there. We're all trying to figure this out because it's a big puzzle, right? And so on there talking about all these different theories, mathematical theories, because Boards of Canada really likes math. All of a sudden, somebody's like, BBC One, a lot of cats overseas, right? Yeah. And we're like, what are you talking about? Apparently, and even on there, the BBC One tweeted secret message or something coming up.
Dude.
So everybody turned over to where you could live stream the BBC One. And you could, we all missed it, but in the playlist, you could see down. You could see unknown artist, and it had the Boards of Canada code with all the spaces and the slashes and the X's. And so we waited for an hour, and they eventually came on.
Graphic
Now hang on, I don't know what those are.
No, graphic.
Different one. So that revealed a code, and after an hour of us waiting around for it to be posted after the fact that it was live, and so that was the 2nd code, or the 3rd code, I'm sorry.
Here's what I found out.
Yeah?
Both the BBC and NPR.
Yeah? Give me a lighter.
Not only covered the story.
I got one.
Not only did they cover the story, but they went and broadcast a separate number from the other ones that we knew.
Yeah.
So there was one, and I think there was 2 records that had that one code on it.
It was the same one. Apparently, there's still like 4 records that haven't been found. I think they have the same code.
And there was the BBC and NPR.
Hadn't got to that. You're breaking the seal.
You started to talk about one of them.
Not NPR. So later that same night after the BBC, on the IRC channel, people were like, NPR, all things considered. And I'm like, what? And so somebody posts a link on the IRC. It's NPR All Things Considered, the little segment All Music Considered, All Songs Considered, All Songs Considered. And they get to the very end and they're talking in their NPR voices, and they say, and coming up we've got a secret message from a secret something, and they play another message, and it's got the code, but we don't know what position the code goes in. So that's our third or fourth one, but we don't know where to put it in the sequence. And we still don't know what the sequence is. And then we hang around in IRC for like a day, nothing. And then today, no, last night, I'm sorry.
When did this start? How many days ago did this start?
This started like Sunday.
So this is 6 days ago, 6 days ago.
Very intensive. And I'm telling you, man, for people that are big into Boards of Canada,
really
we've been waiting for 8 years, man.
I know. They've only put out 3 major LPs, is that correct?
More than that.
No. No.
There's some stuff
LPs,
out there.
Not EPs.
But nothing since like 2005,
not
2006.
in 8 years. They haven't put anything out.
8 years. So the next one was, all of a sudden, we were hanging out on IRC, met a bunch of cool people. We're just talking a bunch of random business on there, right?
Meta, M-E-T-A.
And all of a sudden, somebody says, hey, on the YouTube, the official Boards of Canada YouTube channel, they've changed the favorites. So all the Twoism videos from the first album, Twoism, are at the front of the list. So people are like, well, that's got to be the big fan site, twoism.org. So everybody goes to that site, and apparently there's some GIFs at the top that rotate, and then there's one that, I'm trying to do this fast because I could spend so much time on this. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I'm trying. Hang on. Let me get through it. I got to get through it, man. I got to get through it. It's so many things.
Can I just
try
for a second?
Yeah.
The long and the short is Boards of Canada, which has been long anticipated.
Yeah.
To put out a new something, anything. And the newest thing they put out, I've heard it myself, and it touches something that no other music has ever touched.
Right.
And it's been a long time since they tried to do anything, and everything they've ever done before. You're not seriously shaking a cup at me, are you?
No, I want
Elizabeth. I want some more beer.
I want Elizabeth to
He's
throw me a beer.
Cup. So anyway, Boards of Canada. This is a big deal, and this is the most exciting record release I can remember, because, well,
it's
you
very
have no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
You have no idea, but they sent out a couple of records which are confirmed. The record company agrees.
There's some other ones out there,
and the BBC.
Yeah. But the
broadcast.
But listen to
the and they have this like ethereal, staticky, otherworldly radio reception kind of vibe.
Yeah, but it gets even crazier. It gets even crazier because last night, like I said, they changed their playlist to all the Twoism videos. So people go to twoism.org, which is like the biggest fan site for them, right? The GIFs at the top.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I have one more thing.
Yeah.
Hell.
Horsepin Creek Road.
No. What was the?
Hoist Gracie.
The guy that put out the Boards of Canada videos. Hell
Interface.
Hell Interface is widely known to have put out some pretty exclusive things involving Boards of
Canada.
That's like
no.
If you don't,
I don't know if that's true.
If you're not,
that's their old.
That's
their old name.
If you're not getting it straight from the source, then Hell's Interface is where you get it from.
All these are were featured channels on Boards of Canada, so they were in cahoots.
Yes, that's what I mean.
They're all in cahoots.
Yeah.
So
exactly what I'm saying.
So the final couple of clues to where we're at now. There was some GIFs posted on the twoism.org at the top, the banners at the top. There was one that looked the same. Then the next one, it looked just like the first one, but it had some that looked like the other video. You had to run the string code in Unix, and inside led you to two links of SoundCloud video audio files.
SoundCloud.
Yeah. So if
you again.
SoundCloud.
Make it with your hands.
SoundCloud. So if you looked at these SoundCloud videos, there were these two audio clips, or not videos, audio clips of static that you went. But if you put them in an audio editor and played them at the same time, it gave you the last clue. There was also some things in there that maybe led to the name of the album called. There was a name in there, Kosika. So Kosika. So people think that may be the name of the thing. And so today, okay, cameraman. So today, in London, this place across the street from where one of the records was found, they started projecting this stuff on the like through a white screen. It had a Warp Records thing on it, and it also had the code thing, right? And so the final code, after some digging, people figured out where the NPR code was supposed to go, and that was scrolling through, and I don't know. They still hadn't, as of now, we still don't know what that is. Yeah. So this was an embedded image right here into the GIFs, right? We had the two SoundCloud audio files in this. There was also had this embedded into that same code, telling you where that code went. So now we have all the codes except one. We're waiting on the one from London, and then we'll have a bunch of codes to figure out the name of the album or a release date or something. And I'm sorry to spend so much time on this. I'm very excited, and for me, this is a big deal for music in general. I've never been this excited about a record release in my entire life, and I don't know anything else to say about it.
Actually, I really haven't.
It's incredibly.
This is genius.
It's genius. It's been really fun participating in the IRC discussions and computations and trying to figure out what the hell is all this mean and when it's coming out and what we're going to do about it. And it's been
you know what you
choking
should do?
me.
You know what? You should dwell a little longer.
Yeah.
And talk about how people are getting freaked out and hearing things on the radio waves.
Oh, people are all over shortwave radio.
What'd you tell them?
I had to hip them to the skip about amateur radio, and they're like, they're going to broadcast it. And I'm like, you can't broadcast. That's illegal. And it's like, well, you're assuming they're not going to do anything illegal. And I was like, no, but I don't think Warp wants to do anything illegal. But I'm just stoked for a new album, and not more than, but in addition to a new album, that means they'll probably re-release a lot of their old stuff on vinyl, and it won't be $300 to buy an album. And boy, do I really appreciate that. Is this record going to end?
Yeah, next song.
Okay, so some new releases this week. I mean, we didn't. There wasn't a whole lot. Phoenix had Bankrupt, Will I Am, Will Power, Michael Bublé, the old crooner, right? Fantasia, which is she's from High Point, and she's an embarrassment. I don't even know why I'm mentioning her. She's an absolute embarrassment to High Point. And that's,
are you allowed to say that?
She's terrible, man. She's terrible. And No Joy, Way to Pleasure. Pretty light release after Record Store Day, which can be expected. I mean, that can be expected. So, we've had a request in the past to make sure we run down the stuff that we played this evening, and so we're going to run that down real quick. A lot of jazz stuff this week. I got a lot of new stuff from my mom, and we'll cover that here in a second. Played a little Woody Herman's Greatest Hits. We played the second side. And hadn't been too long since we heard the side one of this, but I played side two, and that's cool. Listen to a little Eddie Lockjaw Davis. Great record I've had. This is Sweet and Lovely. Boy, I love this record, man. It's recorded on July 26, 1975. Oh, man. It's a great record. Great record. Some cat wrote on the back. I always appreciate people doing that. Hold that up. That's a cool cover, man. Followed it up with a little George Benson Cookbook. Love this record. We play this every few weeks, man. I can't get enough of the Cookbook. Played side one not too long ago. Played side two tonight just for a little something different. Why not, man? I love it. I don't care we heard it so recent. It's such a great record.
What do you want to hear next, by the way? This record's about to end. I got
I don't know. Hang on.
Just tell me what direction. North, east, south, or west.
Let's see. Let me put...
Yep, give me that one right there.
There you go. Just give me the cover back. No, don't show that. No.
Oh,
Okay.
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Surprise. We also heard some Eddie Harris. Come on down. What a cool record cover, man. Picked this up at Earshot. This is 1970 on Atlantic. And this is a cool cover. It's got the dude, which I guess would be Eddie Harris, playing the sax, and he's got an orange for a head. Cameron, you got to show this for the camera. I know you can't do two things at one time, but you need to try a little harder and do two things at one time. I mean, the dude's got an orange for a head. That's what Fred from Earshot, when I bought that, he was like ringing up the records, $2, $2, and then he held this up and was like, dude's got an orange for a head. And I was like, yep, that's why I'm buying it. It's a great record. We also heard some T-Bone Walker. This is a great, the extra rare or very rare. I always mess that up. Very rare. This has, it's a 1973 recording of T-Bone Walker live, and it's got special guests Dizzy Gillespie, Herbie Mann, David Fathead Newman, Al Cohn, Zoot Sims, Jerry Mulligan, and Sweet Inspirations. Cameron's got a cool Jerry Mulligan album. Hold that up. And we always said, open up that gatefold too. Oh no, it's all closed up. It's cool. You don't have to do that. We always said we wouldn't play that one without playing a little Wilbert Longmire. Why is that? We got some steak right there. What we got coming behind some steak? On one track of some Wilbert Longmire. Right behind the steak, we got some freaking eggs, man. Get down with it. Why are you going to do steak and not do eggs? It's a simple business. And we followed it up with one track from Kool and the Gang, Open Sesame. This is the cool record, man, with this, I don't know what you call that, Open Sesame front. Record's in a little rough shape, but we played one good track off of that. So whatever. Mom. Your mom. After that, we got a little fatback band, Raising Hell, on the Event label. Great funk record. Played almost a damn whole side of that, and it was good stuff. That's good times, man, all the way around. All the way around. And then followed that up with a little War. Why can't we be friends? We didn't play that track, but we listened to a couple of really banging tracks off of that. I got quite a War selection. That's a cool little deal, man. I love busting out a little War here and there. Coming after that, we got a little Average White Band, Warmer Communications, man. We just listened to one track. There's some slow jams on there. I mean, this has some great tracks on it. I wish they just cut out all that slow garbage, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, oh, that's a hot cover, man. Hold that cover up there again. Look at that cover. Oh, now. Be easy. Easy. That's easy right there. Oh, yeah. You know what? I was fortunate today. My mom hooked me up with a bunch of records. Cameraman picked up some records. Why don't you hit us off with a little D-O-T-W. 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 Hit us off with a little bit of it. We'll just get into it.
No. What's your favorite movie?
Judge Dredd is my favorite movie, and that's a huge.
Your favorite movie
is Judge Dredd.
Ever
is Judge Dredd. Damn it. I don't want to say that.
Say it.
That's baloney. I don't want to say that. Yeah. Okay, dig of the week. That's what I'm talking about. Boy, we got so many damn records to talk about. Oh! Between cameraman and my mom hooking me up today, we got so many cool records to talk about. And let's just get into it. I picked up a lot of these real cheap. And I'm always proud of that. Let's throw a little bug in there. Let's let them know what we're talking about. What channel is this? Bug. So what we're jamming here in the background a little bit, I don't know how well you can hear it. It's a little Chet Atkins and his guitar. I always love some Chet Atkins. Let's show that off a little bit. Cameron picked that up at a Goodwill today.
Yep.
He also picked up this music box. I don't know nothing about this. It's got Sergio Mendes and Herb Albert on it, Sandpipers, Wes Montgomery, Baja Mariamba Band, Jimmy Rogers. That's a cool record. We listened to a little bit of that earlier. He also picked up some Paul Simon. This is the best of. No, it'd be Paul Simon's Greatest Hits, etc.
Is it?
He's got some unfortunate
early
hair.
greatest hits,
Yeah, it's
so-
like 77 greatest hits. Boy, he's got some unfortunate hair, and he's wearing a vest on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, okay, so here's some of the stuff my mom picked up for me at the library.
Look how friendly he is.
He's a friendly gentleman. He's an old FG. Played a little of this earlier. This is a Columbia jazz compilation, a swing compilation. We'll listen to a little bit of that. Check out this one. Hadn't checked this out. This is Fats Waller and his Rhythm. Ain't Misbehavin'. What a great cover. It's RCA Victor. Let's get a year on this. Gee whiz, I don't know.
1612.
1612 Overture.
Yeah. They made that record in 1612.
I don't see it. Hold it up there. It's a dope cover. Look at that cover.
It's made of beeswax.
Fats Waller. Look at this cover, man. That's good time stuff. Look at that mug up there. He ain't misbehaving. He ain't misbehaving. I don't believe so. He ain't misbehaving. We also got here's another Columbia Jazz compilation. It's got some stuff, some older jazz, it seems like. It's got some Louis Armstrong on it. Harry James. I don't know what it is. I hadn't heard it yet. Here's one called I Like Jazz, and it's got these I Like Jazz. This is a great cover. Got a great selection. Looks like early jazz, so we're talking almost Dixieland and the Louis Armstrong and Eddie Condon type stuff. Duke Ellington. Dave Brubeck's on here. That's cool. But look at this cover. Hold this cover up, man. It says I Like Jazz, and look at these cats. They're all saying I like jazz. Look at that. You got your different lines of work there, different types of people, and they all like jazz. And I think that's what the cover's trying to get at. Everybody likes jazz, right? Don't you think that's what they're trying to say? I believe so. Okay. Well, we got European concert recordings by Ambassador Satch. And it says Ambassador Satch, which I guess is Louis Armstrong and his All-Stars, recording during his European concert tour of 1955. Cool record, man. Looks old. Looks old. I don't know nothing about it. We didn't throw it on. I haven't tried any of these out. This is great. Let me try to, okay. I think that's all of our jazz stuff.
Oh.
Yeah?
I do have one thing to say.
Yeah? You got something to say?
Is that was put out in the 50s, right?
Yeah.
My uncle.
Mon Oncle.
Yeah, Mon Oncle, for the French people. In 1952,
Yeah?
invented headphones.
No. No, he didn't do that at all.
He did too. Headphones.
It's a shim-sham job.
No, he invented
No.
headphones.
This is a shim-sham job, folks. You don't want to pay any attention to this.
He invented headphones.
Cameron wants to come in with his shim-sham jobs. And I don't like my viewers getting shim-shammed. I think you're trying to shim-sham them.
Shim-sham.
You're shim-shamming them.
If you look up the definition, everybody.
Yeah? All right, well, we'll rifle through. We've got a lot of records to get through. Okay, we got the Romantics here. My mom picked this up. This is 1980. What's this got on it? When I look in your eyes, tell it to carry, first in line, keep in touch, girl next door. What I Like About You is on this.
What's it got on it? It's got 4 guys in red leather suits.
Yeah, check that out.
With horrible hair.
But this
Now, I'm
is
showing the back first.
But this is the record that has What I Like About You. I really know how to dance. All these records from this point forward are all 50 cents, folks. So a lot of these that I would have probably passed on a lot of different occasions for 50 cents. Give me a damn break. You kidding me? Doobie Brothers. Which album is this? One Step Closer. This is the One Step Closer album. What year is that? 1980 on Warner Brothers. How are you gonna pass on some Doobs for 50 cents, man? I got 2 Go-Go records here. Are you kidding me? The Vacation album and Beauty and the Beat.
Hey, right now, I'm zoning in on Michael McDonald.
Yeah, Michael McDonald. We're no sort of man. And a couple of Go-Go albums. 50 cents a piece, man. 50 cents. We got a music of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. 50 cents. I love the classical. I love the Mozart. We got a little Jesus Christ Superstar, the original Broadway cast. 50 cents, man. I know Steve Jones was trying to get me to pick that. This is a great album. Somebody else in Winston had that for a couple of bucks. I got it for 50 cents. So I saved $1.50. So how about that? Big Chill soundtrack, which has Beach Boys, The Band, Percy Sledge, Spencer Davis, Creedence, The Rascals, Steve Miller Band, Marvin Gaye. I mean, it keeps going. Big Chill. Cameron's got that LP, so I added that to mine too.
It's also got Joe versus the Volcano.
No, it doesn't have that.
The whole VHS copy.
None of that it has.
Yeah.
It's all. It's a Shim Sham job. I don't know what it is with Shim Shams and the cameraman, but he's putting on. It's a put on. I don't know what he's doing. Here's another Town Hall Concert Plus, Louis Armstrong and his orchestra, RCA Victor, 1957. Wow, 57.
Next, I gotta put on record.
Nah, look at that. You can put that on. Here's a Count Basie, Columbia, Classics by the great Count Basie Band. Another 50-cent record. Wow, that's cool, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, what you know about a little Phil Collins, No Jacket Required? 50 damn cents. You know, I would have passed on this on a lot of occasions because, you know, I like some of the Genesis stuff, but I'm not a big Phil Collins fan. But how can you not have No Jacket Required? Studio. That's the first song, dude. I mean, there's so many just hits that reminds me of being a kid on here. I can't be mad at that. Here's a record called Western Swing, Blues, Boogie, and Honky Tonk, Volume 8, the 40s and 50s. It's got some cats on it wearing some like Western cowboy apparel. It says Old Tommy 123 at the bottom. Is that a code? See, I'm in that code mode. Hold that up. These guys mean business. They mean business. Hey, how about this is a double for the household. Oh, I just went out again. Heartbeat City by the Cars. Is that a double LP? No, it's just a big old gatefold. Yeah. Great album. That's probably my favorite Cars album. And I didn't have it. Cameraman had it. It's in decent shape. So I was like, well, why not? Hey, look at this. We got a little U2 live. We love U2 here in this house. We love U2. We love U2. This is U2 live Under a Blood Red Sky. Special low price, it says. It's a mini LP.
Hey, I just thought of something.
Yeah, it's 1983. Wow, look at this. Can't wait to hear that.
What do you think if we rename the show I Love You Too?
No.
Get more ratings
No.
out of it, right?
No.
I love you too. We can't even put up.
Yeah. I didn't think my mom included this, but she did. 'Cause I don't remember seeing it. I think one of the records may be missing. It's a, nope. Okay. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Volume 1. Best of. Nice big gatefold. Oh, you got to open up this gatefold, son. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. I got one that's a little bit poppy. Open up that gatefold. That's a dope little cover, man. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Also picked up Cornerstone by Styx. It's got the cool cover. It's got the little foldy guy on the back and the crazy little thing. Styx is a great prog band, man. They do their thing. They do their thing. They know how it's going down. A couple more records to get through. What about a little Quiet Riot? Mental Health. Are you kidding me? Come On Feel the Noise is on this mug. This is classic. Look at this cover, man.
Wait, no, really?
Oh, yeah. It's classic. That is classic.
Give me just a second. I got to focus in on this for everybody. Yep. For lovers of grammatical errors.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's on there. Now show that cover. Look how cool that cover is.
Show the people.
Show the people. Open the church and there's all the people. Look at that cover. Oh, that's raunchy. That's raunchy style. Okay, and one more record. Joe Walsh. But seriously, folks, Great gatefold. Man, 1978 Electra. And it's got Life's Been Good on it. And I'm so glad to pick this up. I wish I had picked this up a long time ago. But I'm glad I waited out and got it for 50 cents. And it looks like a really good copy. Oh, it's in great shape, man. It's got Life's Been Good on it. We'd definitely be checking this out later. That song reminds me of playing music live. And big time. Big time reminds me of playing music live. And we're definitely going to hear that coming up. So what you got going on there, cameraman?
I don't know.
I tell you what.
Right now?
What do we want to play off of that?
Right now is
Which one do you want to hear off of that more than anything?
off of Louis Armstrong?
No. Because we just finished Dig of the Week. So we're going to listen to a couple of tracks and then we're going to come back with a chip chat. So which one of those do you think we should listen to?
Oh, of the Dig of the Week.
Digs of the Week, yeah. What do you want to hear?
Okay.
Okay.
I want to hear something from...
Something from... Keep your viewing public in mind here.
Yeah, 1900s.
Nope, you're losing it. You
I
gotta
want to
tell
hear
me.
something from the 1900s.
Nope, you gotta tell me.
No Debussy.
Nope.
Or
You gotta tell
Debussy.
me. What do you want to hear?
Um,
You're blowing it. I want to hear Life's Been Good.
Why don't you just tell me that and I'll put it on?
I just came to that conclusion. Put on Life's Been Good. Because you know what, folks? Life's been good to me so far. And I can't argue with that. Trials and tribulations aside, life's been good to me so far. So we're going to listen to that track here on Grown Man Record Night. Cameraman's walked away from the situation. I don't know where he went. I don't know why he's in the other room and why we're not going to the Dig of the Week graphic. Nowhere near being able to go to the Dig of the Week graphic.
Oh.
So girlfriend's going to pick up the slack and go to the Dig of the Week graphic. And we appreciate you joining us here on Grown Man Record Night and enjoying all these great records that I picked up today, or my mom picked up today. I mean, I've got to give her the digging credit for crying out loud. She's the one that put the time in and dug them out and said, aren't these good records? And I was like, you know, damn straight these are good records. So, so we're going to listen to a couple of tracks, actually not a couple of tracks. We got this Louis Armstrong playing. We're going to listen to Life's Been Good, and we're going to come back with a chip chat. Nice and snappy like. And we appreciate you joining us here on Grown Man Record Night. Things are happening. Things are happening. We're going to keep you apprised of the Boards of Canada situation. I got my ear to, man, I met a lot of cool people in RSC, which what we called in '95 is a chat room. You know? We called it a chat room. I met some girls on there. I ain't gonna lie. When I was in college, I met some girls on the chat room. Make something of it. So anyhow, we appreciate you joining us. Okay, so we're back here live on Ustream. So we're gonna dip down for just a second.
You were always live.
I'm always live. It's all the way live.
That's the point we were trying to get across.
Points.
Just then. People, sometimes they look at their internet and they go, oh no, internet.
Oh, people are you.
Yeah, people in their
People
internet.
are you.
Well, I'm part of people.
Ah. All right.
They look at their internet and they go, oh no, internet, what's going on? And like
Nope.
every now and then you just gotta go, nothing, it's fine.
Nothing's fine. Everything's
nothing,
comma.
It's fine.
See, commas. That's. I don't want to get into commas. Hey, so we appreciate you joining us. We're going to dip down for a quick track from Joe Walsh from a record I picked up today, and then we're going to come back for Chip Chat. So stay tuned. We're going to come back real fast. We promise. I'm just going to take a pee, and we're going to listen to a song and come back. So stay tuned. Hey. Thanks for staying with us here on Grown Man Record Night. We've been having a good time. Just played a little Joe Walsh that I just picked up today. Then the old mom. Mom hooked us up with some Joe Walsh. I love my mama. And her picking up me some records. They're records. She picked me up a whole bunch today. So we're back here live on Ustream for Grown Man Record Night. And I tell you what, man. I've been, what is this in the background we got going here? We got a little Phil Collins. No jacket required. Also picked this up today. What a great classic record for my childhood, our childhood. Probably half of this record was on MTV back when we were kids, right?
Studio.
Studio.
Hey, can you feel it coming in the air of the night?
Yeah, I can. He knew somebody killed somebody, and see, that's where all that came from. That's his whole story. Yeah, you know the story?
Yeah, it had to do with pretzels and sausages.
And sorghum powder, I'm pretty sure. Something about sorghum powder. You know, all this sipping on beer and talking about records this evening made me a little bit hungry. I'll be honest with you, it made me a little bit hungry.
I gotta be honest, that smells good.
And so, what do I do here on Friday night? What do we do here on Friday night when we feel like we're going to get a little bit hungry? You know, we're gonna munch down on something. What are we gonna munch down on? Oh, I don't know. Chip chat. Chip chat. Woo! Chip chat. Yep, there's noises being made. It's a time for a chip chat, folks. Live on the internet, on Ustream. We got a chip chat this evening. I'll tell you what, I don't know if we've covered these before or not. We got some Lay's kettle cooked, 40% less fat, Applewood smoked barbecue. I've been staring at these mugs all night. Staring at them all night long. Let's just get we really didn't have an open bag special until we got into them right now. I'll be honest with you, I've been so consumed with this Boards of Canada puzzle that it's been a little hard to concentrate on anything this entire week.
Even chips?
Even chips. For me, that's a big deal. I've been waiting 8 years.
Found some new ones though, didn't you?
Found some new ones. We got these. I think these are sort of new.
But they're real good. They're real good.
Real good, real crunchy. Just hold those up. Get you some and then hold those up. Those are real good. Nice flavor. Goes with a nice cold beer. That's good stuff. And that's from the Lay's Kettle brand, right? No? What we got from it? Yeah, it is. Lay's Kettle Cooked. So check those out. And your local grocer, check them out. Books, check them out. Books, check them out. Zabba-da-da to electric guitars. Books, check them out. You know, since I've been so consumed with Boards of Canada this week, I thought we should probably mention a snack that could go along with a Boards of Canada theme. So what I have here for this evening, although it's not necessarily chips per se, what I have is some what I would call boards or crackers and some Canadian bacon, Canada. So we got some Boards of Canada. We've got some vegetable Ritz type crackers. This is actually the Food Line store brand of the vegetable crackers, Canadian bacon, pepper jack cheese, and I even sprinkled a little Tabasco on top of the pepper jack cheese. So this is my ode to Boards of Canada and them coming out with a new album. Hopefully, apparently, it's this right here. And let's show these off, and I want you to get one of these. So this is vegetable cracker, Canadian bacon, pepper jack cheese, a little Tabasco. Okay. Man, that's good stuff. A new album never tasted so damn delicious. Right? New albums have never tasted so damn delicious than they have here on Grown Man Record Night. Wow, that's incredible.
That is a genius snack.
It's so good.
Genius level snack.
It's just, I'm theming it up, man. You know what I mean? I like to theme my stuff up. So we've had the kettle cooked, Applewood smoked bacon. We've had the little Boards of Canada snack here. Got one little thing we want to cover. A brand new flavor from Lay's. I'm not the biggest fan of garlic. We've made that clear here on the program. Well, this is a flavor I've not seen from Lay's, so I had to test it out at least and let you know what the deal is here on Grown Man Record Night and Chip Chat. Because this is your internet chip. This is where you want to come for your chip information on the internet. It's Chip Chat. Why would you go anywhere else? I don't understand it. So this is a wavy Lay's roasted garlic and sea salt. Great new flavor, says the little banner. We're going to bust these open and try them out. And I'm pretty sensitive to garlic, so I'll let you know how bad they are garlic-wise. Don't smell that bad. Let's check them out. No. Yeah, those are pretty garlicky. Those are pretty garlicky. Check that out, cameraman. And hold those up. Let's see what you think about them. Try one. You're not as sensitive to garlic as I am. Girlfriend, come in here and get you one of these. I don't know. I don't know what I would think about these necessarily.
I think that's pretty good.
You like those? I think they're not a bad chip. I definitely like the sea salt. You can't see you right there. Go on and get in there right. You can't see right there. It's a good chip. Maybe a little garlicky for my taste. For my taste of garlic, I prefer the Wise garlic and onion. Or onion and garlic. It's not, for some reason the onion covers up the garlic for me. Onion. So it's not necessarily such a big deal. And I'm not looking for such a big deal out of my garlic. This tends to go toward a big deal type situation. Anyhow, it's kind of a brief chip chat. I understand that. Like I said, I've been consumed with this Boards of Canada code this week. And so, I don't know. We're just taking it easy. You go to the code. All right. That's one of the codes. That's when the second code came out. That was a hidden GIF inside of a code of another GIF on a message board. There's the original vinyl that was found on Record Store Day.
And I want to know who these guys are. Who are these guys?
It's been crazy, man.
Who are these guys?
And there's the other one outside the record store in London. People are projecting something. I don't know. It's been a crazy week. And for me as a music fan, it's been really weird. It's been really weird, and I've enjoyed participating on the IRC channels, or chat rooms as we called them in the 90s, and trying to help people solve this. And it's been a big community, and that's always cool when everybody gets together and people aren't calling one another names. And
no trolling.
No trolling. There was a little trolling. Some guy trolled me a little bit today, and I had to kind of snap him back in place. Because grown men don't stand for that.
No.
No, I'll just let you know about it. I said something about his mother. You know? If you're going to come at me like that, I was telling him about the show this evening, and this guy said something about, that's the last thing I'd want to do. I was like, oh, really? How about your mother?
First thing she would want to do.
That's the first thing she'd want to do. The last thing I'd want to do. His mother.
First thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yep. So I went there. So anyhow, let's wrap it up with this Chip Chat. We appreciate you joining us here for this installment of Chip Chat. Some new things that came out this week and some Boards of Canada snacks that we've prepared for this evening. It's been a weird week. It's been a weird week. And it's been a cool Friday, though. What a great way to wind down the weekend. We appreciate it joining you here with us for always. I want to also let you know that all these segments will end up on the YouTube channel, and you can visit us on the YouTube, not necessarily live, at youtube.com/machetemiller. And that's where everything ends up.
Just plain rude.
It's rude. I burped all over it.
Just plain rude.
No, I know. So you can always go here and catch up on your latest installments of Grown Man Record Night when you miss it, and that's always cool. Appreciate all our friends everywhere for checking us out. Mention a great tip from Sean0612, who says, we can always check out Grown Man Record Night, you want to run your Firefox browser, you want to run your AdBlock Plus extension, and you won't see any of those damn commercials.
We've had more than one source of positive feedback about this.
Yeah, that's right. We've had a couple of people say that's
really
the
works.
ticket. You want to go run Firefox and AdBlock Plus, and you won't see any of those bullshit Ustream commercials that sometimes jam you up and you can't even watch the program.
Please, we mean to say BS.
BS. No, that's bullshit.
Whoa.
I'll call a spade a spade. So, thanks for joining us. Hey, we'll come back next week. Maybe we got a special guest next week. David Scoop Armstrong from the Brewers Kettle said he may stop by. He's going to bring some beers. He's going to bring some records. He's got a really incredible vinyl collection, and we're going to talk about all kinds of things and hopefully get really in-depth into that situation. We appreciate you joining us. We'll catch you next time. It's always a pleasure. Thanks for spending your Friday night here with us on Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.